Hi everyone, Nicholas here. Welcome to another Portuguese lesson, and happy Thanksgiving. So today's a day where we gather as a family and have Thanksgiving, either Thanksgiving lunch or Thanksgiving dinner, whatever you call it. Enjoy this time with your family, and yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully y'all are enjoying your time with your family, enjoying your time, quality time, and also eating, which is really as well. Also want to say as well, thank you for all the support. Today is a day that we say thanks, and I'm going to say thanks for all the support on the channel here on YouTube or on Instagram. And you know, I've just tried to put myself to work hard and put effort on making videos and editing videos to produce this for y'all, and I like to do it because I like to. So again, thank you very much, and happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy time, quality time with your family during this day, which is really good. But before we start this video, please make sure y'all please like this video, please. Subscribe to the channel. You know the drill. Follow me over on my Instagram. I have Instagram. And yeah, alright, let's start. Duck in Brazilian Portuguese, pato. If it's a male, you would say pato. Pato. If it's a male, P-A-T-O. Pato. Pato. Again, P-A-T-O. Pato. Pato. So if it's a male, you would have an O at the end. Right at the end, right there. Pato. There's an O at the end right there because it's a male. So every time if it's something with gender, with a male or a female, you would have an A if it's a female, as you see up here, and you would have an O at the end if it's a male, if you're saying something with genders in Brazilian Portuguese. Now, if you realize right here, this one right here, when you say pata, it also means something else in Brazilian Portuguese. So I'm going to just tell you in this video as well, just so you know. It also means paw, like a paw of an animal. So don't get confused by pata as in when you're talking about the duck as an animal, but if you're talking about the paw of an animal, you would say pata, which is the paw of an animal. So just so you know, but we're not gonna worry about that side of thing right now, but I'm just teaching y'all this so that way, in case if you hear it, y'all know what the other person is saying, or you know what it also means. So this one here, only this one, means two different things. One, it means the paw of an animal, or in this case right here, it would mean duck. Pata. Pata. And you're only adding the A at the end if it's a female. If it's a male, you would have an O at the end because it's a male. So yeah. So again, duck if it's a male in Brazilian Portuguese. Pato. Pato. If it's a female, pata. Pata. And don't get confused with the other word when you're talking about a female duck or the word paw, just so you know. Alright, next one right here, orange in Brazilian Portuguese. It's also that when you say orange in Brazilian Portuguese, it also means the color orange as well. So this also is another one of the scenarios. If you say the color orange, it could also mean a different thing as well. You might be either referring to the color orange or to the fruit orange. But in this video, we're going to be referring to the fruit orange. But it's also good to know what it also the other meaning as well. Orange in Brazilian Portuguese, laranja. Laranja. L-A-R-A-N-J-A. Laranja. Laranja. L-A-R-A-N-J-A. Laranja. Laranja means the color orange, and it also means the fruit orange. But in this case, I'm talking about the fruit orange. So you could say this, laranja. Laranja. Alright, next one over here. Bread in Brazilian Portuguese. Pão. Pão. Bread in Brazilian Portuguese. Pão. Pão. So if you realized right here that this A different because every time if there's an accent top of a vowel, if you those who do not watch the video about accents, I talked about it this year, but if there's an accent on top of a vowel, it makes the vowel sounds different. It makes it more stronger, more deeper, makes the vowel sound more closed. So instead of pronouncing the A like a regular A, remember last one I just taught y'all right here, Laranja, the A is regular, you're not regular A. But for this one, you would pronounce that letter A with an accent because that accent in Brazilian Portuguese is called an acento tio. Acento tio. So what it does, it makes the vowel sounds nasally sound. So instead of pronouncing the vowel sound like a regular A, like you would say ah, or you know what I mean? Like you just pronounce it oh. It's making more like a nasal sound. You're not pronouncing it like a regular A. You're pronouncing it like a nasal A because there's an accent on top of it. So every time there's an accent in Brazilian Portuguese, it would always be above the vowels. Always on top of the vowels, and it would, depending on what accents it is. In this case, we're talking about the one that makes it more like a nasal sound, a tilt, so it makes it more like an sound. You would say bow, bow. So that letter A is causing that sound to be like that. So that's why. So this is how you would spell it: P. A. Remember that this A has an accent. On top of that accent is the one like that, nasally one. It makes it more like an O sound. O. Bread in Brazilian Portuguese. Bone. Bone. P. A. And on top of that A there's an accent. O. Bone. Bone. Alright, our next one right here. Last but not least. Banana in Brazilian Portuguese. Banana. Banana. So if you realize right here, if you remember during the candy names that I did back in June this year, I ended up doing one of the candy names like this as well. So when you say this, it's the same thing as in English. When you say it, you just say banana. Banana. So there's no difference when you say this one in Brazilian Portuguese. You could try to look it up, but I'm telling you that it is the same thing. There's no other letters that are changed to be different when you say this word right here because it's banana. So it's just B-A-N-A-N-A. Banana. Banana. So yeah, that is pretty much that. Alright, let's do a review here real quick. Duck in Brazilian Portuguese. If it's a male, pato. Pato. P-A-T-O. Pato. Pato. P-A-T-O. Pato. You would say it with an O at the end. If it's like something with gender, if it's a male or a female, you would have O at the end if it's a male. And if it's a female, you would have an A at the end. So it'd be like bata. Bata. P-A-T-A. Bata. Bata. And I also told y'all that this word right here also means paw, a paw of an animal. So I taught you that it also means two different things right here. Just this one right here, bata. Bata. Then we went over how to say orange in Brazilian Portuguese. Laranja. Laranja. L-A-R-A-N-J-A. Laranja. Laranja. So the R is making like an It's because there's an R after the A right there. Laranja. So that's how you would say orange in Brazilian. I've also said that the word laranja also means the color orange as well. But we are just focusing on the word orange as in the food name in this video. But it's good to know. Portuguese, and I taught you how to say bread. Bone. Bone. This A has an accent on top of it, so it makes it more like an sound. Bone. Bone. And I taught you how to say banana. It's banana. Banana. B-A-N A N A. Banana. Banana. Alright, please make sure y'all like this video, please. Subscribe to the channel. You know the drill, I have Instagram. Follow me over there. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy time with your family, and yeah, I'll see you all next video.